Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Finally off work early. They had me on another route getting murdered. I was getting beat down by that route. But let's see. I wanted to talk about this real quick. Um let's see. Tom Brady thinks Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback who can dethrone him as the GOAT, Bucks teammate LaShawn McCoy says. According to Brady's Tampa Bay Buccaneers teammate LaShawn McCoy, who also played alongside Mahomes for the Kansas City Chiefs during its Super Bowl winning 2019 season, excuse me. I think Tom Brady, when he looks at other quarterbacks from young and old, I think he feels Pat is probably the only one that gets it and will have a shot. McCoy told the All Things Covered podcast from CBS on Wednesday. One of the similarities between the two, McCoy said, is that they both recognize the importance of having an elite team around them. Rather than wanting to be the only star on their team and not taking up too much salary cap room, for example, most quarterbacks, they take the money, get paid, this and that. Tom didn't do that. Tom saved money and sprinkled it out within his organization with his players. Pat's the same way. He knows I'm only going to be as good as my team, so now I find a deal like that where I can pay my defensive tackle or defensive end that could get pressured, or the cornerbacks excuse me, pay my superstar tight end, pay Tyreek Hill. You could do them things for the left tackle. You could do that when you're not taking all the money. Mahomes is the holder of the richest contract in NFL history, a 10-year deal worth over $500 million. His deal, however, is widely considered to be a good one for the Chiefs. And he even left money on the table when signing so that they could also give a bumper deal to defensive tackle Chris Jones. Tom always talks like Mahomes. He gets it. He's the dude that wants to be the greatest. I think Pat's got a great chance, and he started so early. Brady, who is 43, won his seventh ever Super Bowl title in February when the Bucks beat the Chiefs 31-9 in a game that was billed as a battle between the NFL's best ever quarterback and a possible future challenger to that crown. Mahomes, 25, has won just one Super Bowl to date, but is the youngest player in the league's history to win the NFL MVP and Super Bowl MVP awards. Mahomes also has most passing yards, 14,152, passing touchdowns, 114, highest passer rating, 108.7, and fewest interceptions, 24, of any player in their first 46 NFL starts. That's incredible. That is. That is very incredible. Now, now to me it's like this. When Pat Mahomes played at Texas Tech, I didn't know C Penn then. Shout out to C Penn for the win. I didn't know him then, but I was calling Pat Mahomes the next Brett Favre because he reminded me of him. The only difference is I believe Favre could read the defenses a little better. I think Mahomes struggles with that at times, reading the front sevens. Now, Tom Brady is a whole nother animal. Remember, Tom Brady played at Michigan, and they gave the job to, I believe, it was either I think it was Chad Hutchinson or Drew Henson, one of them. But Tom Brady was always written off. He always was looked at as he's not good enough. And with that bread, or what that did, it made Tom Brady say, you know what? I'm going after everybody. Everybody's gonna feel my wrath. A 6th-round pick who got to start because Bledsoe got hurt, and they didn't start off spectacular. But Bill Belichick stuck with him to see, what he could do, and he proved his worth. He proved his worth. He worked hard. He outworked everybody. And when he got the job, they start going on a win streak. After those, I think they lost the first two, and then they went on the win streak. I'm not sure. I got to go back later. Don't quote me on that. But they went on a streak, and then they got to the playoffs. The Raiders should have won because that was a fumble, but they put Brady in there, the tuck rule, which is the most controversial rule probably in NFL like in a while, next to the immaculate reception. Um, so we have to look at the situation for what it is. Pat Mahomes, in order to be better, Pat has the Pat and them have to learn how to utilize their running game. This is why I don't like Andy Reid, and I don't believe Andy Reid's going to be there a long time. Andy Reid likes to throw the ball too much. And this was his problem in Philly. They would have lost to the Niners if the Niners had a competent quarterback instead of Jimmy G, or I like to call him Jimmy Garbage. So we have to look at everything. Can Pat Mahomes play with anybody? Because Tom Brady played with lesser talent. Can Pat play with lesser talent? Because he's going to lose some pieces because of his contract and because of their money situation. Now, I may be wrong. If they're able to keep Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey, that'll work. Pat will have a chance, and then you can just throw people around him. But they have got to find a running back that can replace Kareem Hunt and what he did when he was there. And that's facts. Kareem Hunt, if they would have had Kareem Hunt, they would have won the Super Bowl this year. Seriously. I don't know if C Pen agrees with me or not, but if they had Kareem Hunt, they would have won. But Andy Reid has got to learn how to run the ball with what he has. You can't put your quarterback in harm's way running an option down the line and trying to get the first down or trying to run and scramble to get a yard. Pat Mahomes has shown that, man, he can he's brittle. He can get broken up. Now, does he have the best chance out of everybody? Probably so. I would still put him over Josh Allen. Um, I would put Russell Wilson over him, but not too much. I think he's the fourth best quarterback in the league behind Brady, Watson, and Russell. That's how I look at it. So he has a good chance, but you have to utilize the running game, and you have to build that defense up. If your defense isn't up to par like it wasn't, you're going to be in trouble. Tyron Matthew also has to learn keep your damn head in the game. Don't lose your cool. When he loses his cool, that affects the defense. And if he'd have kept his cool, they'd have been fine in that Super Bowl. But he lost his cool. And he has to understand. Tom Brady is a different mother F on the field. Tom Brady will fight you on the field. He don't care. Now, The Chiefs have to shore up the defense. They have to shore up their running game. And they have to make sure they keep Tyreek or Kelsey. Now, if they lose one of them, they could get somebody else. But we have to see, can Pat Mahomes just play with anybody? And I want to see what Pat does this year. I want to see him manage the game more. I don't want him going for these arcade numbers. He's throwing the ball 40 to 50 times. I don't want him doing that. Patrick Mahomes is going to wear himself out. He's going to wear himself out if he does this. Seriously. So he has to, Andy Reid has got to learn how to have a ball control football. I would have a run first offense. And this is the truth. I would have a run first offense. Seriously. Because that'll help Pat chill and that'll help Pat add some years to the later part of his career. So let me know in the comment section. Do you believe that Pat Mahomes is the closest to dethroning Brady? I say we'll wait and see. I still think I think Deshaun could win some, but I just don't see anybody winning that much again. It's gonna be a long time, but I still got Deshaun over Pat, and so I got Russell and Deshaun over Pat right now. But we'll see. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think he'll threaten Brady's Super Bowl wins? Could he win more than Brady, or do you think he won't? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for listening. We are out. Daisy.